Hey, welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. We have made it to the Stagecoach RV Resort in Saint Augustine. Here's our site. This is a gravel pull-through. Has a concrete pad. I just have the chairs out because we're only here one night on our way to Fort Wilderness. Site was level side to side and relatively decent front to back, so I didn't have to disconnect. I just jacked the front up a little. This is a full hookup site. We are in 57. And you see there's Tim in 56. That's full hookup. I didn't bother hooking up the sewer for one night. The electric is 50, 30, and 20. I did have a problem. My refrigerator stopped working again. And I have a rusty piece right there that needs to be replaced. So I took the wire, bolted it on the top temporarily, and that has it working. All right, let's check out the park. Of course, Phoebe slept good last night. She's out for a morning walk. You can see the majority of the sites are pull-through. And they look like they do have some RV storage. But this is right off of 95. It's a good stop. You can see a lot of license plates from other states and the great Snowbird Migration that's occurring. Not a very large park, but it's very nice and very convenient. There's your Florida sunrise. Checkout is at 11, so we don't have to leave early because we're only a couple hours away from Fort Wilderness. But you can see that's the other end of the park, so it's not very large, but it's very nice. We do have pet stations throughout the perimeter of the park. We got in mid-afternoon, so we went to a restaurant called Aunt Kate's. And the food was great. Unfortunately, we were so hungry, we forgot to take shots of the food. But here is a sunset picture from the deck that we ate on. So you might want to give that place a shot if you're in the Saint Augustine area. We also got to see the pretty lights in Saint Augustine that they're known for in the Christmas season. So check that out. Very nice. Got to spend more time here. Here is the bathroom and laundry. We'll take a look at this. Showers are nice. Tile. Couple sinks, urinal. Nice ADA handicap toilet. So the bathrooms are nice. And behind the campground is a radio controlled air park for the RC planes. You see folks are going to start flying their planes. Here is the laundry. The laundry's open 24/7. And you can see $275 to wash and $215 to dry. And they got a table to fold your stuff and a rack to hang your clothes. So very nice. All right, let's go check out the front part of the campground. Pretty flowers. And you can see there are just rows and rows of pull-through sites. So we'll go up to the front of the park. And this can accommodate any type of rig. I mean, they got the big dual axle diesel pushers in here, Class A's, Class C's, Class B's, travel trailers, hybrids, truck campers, fifth wheels. They're all here. So they can accommodate just about anything in this place. So that's nice. Nice that it's convenient for travel. They know their market. And when you pull in on the far right hand side, pull ahead to the stop sign. And then this is the office and store where you do your check-in and registration. You can see their office hours. So that's the office. They have like a community room here. So they can do stuff in here. And you can see in there, they got table and stuff, like a living room area. It's like they have skee ball and cornhole. They have checkers out here. Table tennis. And then there's horseshoes or quates right there. And all the equipment for volleyball, horseshoes, cornhole, badminton, it's all in that little shed, so you just go in there to get it. Of course, you can take your picture here in front of the Stagecoach. For a reasonable price, this is, you know, really nice. Don't pick up the trash at the sites. Recycling and trash you drop on your way out. They also have propane for sale. I like that they put these amenities up front to kind of buffer the road noise from the campground, so that's a good idea. Let's see what's over here. This is where you hang the volleyball net. They got a couple swings, a small basketball court, and they have a dog park. So notice they have actually two. They have the small dog park and the large dog park, and then the entry area with the poop station. You can see they have about 80 sites. You want a treat, baby? We do have ice available at the store. So everything is really well maintained here. You see Mr. Tim out there working on something. Usually makes a Dunkin' Donuts run. See, his site is pretty wide. Site 56. Morning. So I hope that gives you a good look at Stagecoach in Saint Augustine. It's a great little spot to stop at, especially if you're traveling on the great Snowbird Migration out of the cold and into the warmth. Now we always, if we're going to stay at Fort Wilderness, because Fort Wilderness is, you know, an expensive place to stay, we try to book something a couple hours away just to make sure everything's working and we don't have to change our reservation plans. And as you saw, you know, my refrigerator gave me an issue, so I'm glad we did that. But Saint Augustine is only a couple hours from Fort Wilderness. That's where you'll see us next. But we enjoyed this area and this campground, and we'll be back there at another time to really explore Saint Augustine. It has a lot to offer. So if you enjoyed this video or it helped you out, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. It helps me out a lot. Also ring that bell. You'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. And thanks for watching.